Hey everybody, thanks for watching Arkansas Gun Guy, where today I've got a pretty cool gun to show you. It's a pretty uncommon H&K USP, but I'm crashing at a friend's house and he has a very nice firearm collection and he's agreed to let me share it with you guys. So thanks to him for sharing and thanks to you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do. It helped me grow my little channel as I'm trying to share firearm content with everybody. If you have seen my channel, you know that I like H&K and I've shared a few USPs because I think it's a pretty awesome gun. But this is a gun that he said, not me, this is the worst USP you could own. Now, probably the worst USP you can own is better than any other gun you can own, but he's just not a big fan of the trigger, which we'll talk about in a second. This is the H&K USP chambered in 40 Smith & Wesson. Quick safety check. This is empty plastic mags. He has bunches of these. Again, plastic mags. I learned recently that the H&K's 40s and 9 full size come in plastic mags. The 9mm compacts and the 45s will have metal mags from the USP line. So did not know that early on, but you guys taught me in the comments, so thanks for teaching me. So the gun itself is empty, so don't freak out if the gun's pointed at the camera. So standard H&K, you got your slide stop and release up here. Again, no multifunction lever on either side, so no decocker or safety on either side. You've got slide catch here, all your date code there. Again, this gun was made in 1994, so one of the first guns made as the gun started production in 1993. I know he bought this gun off of a police officer. I'm not sure if it was a duty weapon or just a gun that he had. So the most controversial thing about it is that trigger, which we'll talk about in just a second. This is got the 3-dot sights in the back. They're at one point were luminescent, I think. You can see the dots show up pretty good on camera. They show up better on camera than they do in person. Looks like most of the luminescence is gone on these guys, especially the one up top. But it's a pretty cool gun. It's seen tons and tons of rounds. I'm sure it's indestructible. Again, you could drop a bomb on it and it will still fire. But let's look at the trigger. A double action only, I'm just not used to. So again, you're not gonna shoot anything unless you really want to, because there's no way you're gonna pull this trigger unless you mean to. So you got big, long, heavy first pull, then the gun cycles, and then, oh, there's a click, but nothing happens. And let's try this again. There's the other click. So big pull, and then gun cycles. We hear 2 clicks. First click is nothing, interesting. And there's a second click, a big, long, heavy pull again. So, again, it is not the gun I would choose. I know there's 3 different trigger options for H&K. You got double action, single action, what I prefer. You've got the LEM trigger, which is a brilliant trigger system. I just don't shoot it very well, but I would choose that over this, double action only. So I know it has a purpose. As a collector piece, I think it's probably pretty cool because I don't think there's very many of these out there. They're not super desirable or probably not made in big numbers. So I think it's a pretty cool gun. And you know what, if he doesn't want it, I'll take it with me. Let's see if I can take a look at the insides real quick. So do a quick takedown here. Live takedown in person is always tricky. Aha, I did it. This guy pops out. Slide comes off nice and smooth. Got your standard, looks like standard USP, bomb-proof polymer, metal-infused polymer. So very nice. Oh my God, the recoil spring is no joke in this thing. That's pretty cool. Looks like my USP, that's a very serious recoil spring. So again, I'd like to go shoot this guy because I'm curious how the recoil handles, but I guess you got dual spring system in there. That's pretty nice. In the barrel. Yeah, I've seen a few rounds. So there's the barrel. Now he also has a porta barrel that comes with this thing that extends out the end a little bit longer. I don't have that in front of me to show, but there's the 40 barrel, and then here's the guts. Now the USP, I'm sure you guys all know, was built for the 40 Smith & Wesson caliber, so it was meant to withstand high pressure. Not a lot of slide wear up in here, which is interesting. So again, this gun was designed for 40 because 40 was all the rage when this was happening. And it's just a fantastic gun. The worst USP you can own, I guess he says, but I'll take that any day of the week because it's still a pretty darn nice gun. Very easy to disassemble. Probably been taken apart a few times. I say that now, I can't get it back together. There it goes. So there you go. Just a real quick video to share with you an awesome gun with a crappy trigger, or the trigger system that I wouldn't probably choose to buy, but I still think it's a pretty uncommon gun and a nice gun to own. So thank you guys so much again for watching the Arkansas Gun Guy.